Tomey at third. And the season of dreams has become a reality. Cleveland, you will have an October to remember. A swing and a drive, deep left, way back, gone. Albert Bell, the first man in baseball history with 50 home runs, 50 doubles, and what a joyous jogger on the bases for Albert Bell. Listen to this crowd, and the entire dugout has emptied. High fives for Albert Bell. Eddie Murray sitting on 2,999. Another look, now the pitch. Murray hits a ground ball through the right side, into right field, a base hit. Eddie Murray has done it. The 20th player in baseball history to reach 3,000.
And look at the Indian dugout.
The Indians out of the dugout. And Eddie Murray has assured himself a spot at Cooperstown.
Tribe trailing 2-0. Jim Tomey at the plate facing the right-hander Don Wengert. Winds it up, delivers. Tomey drills one high and deep to center. Away, way back. Gone deep into the picnic plaza. And that might have even got out of the ballpark. Jim Tomey has just left Jacobs Field onto Eagle Avenue. That will take 2 tape measures. The Tribe down 2-1.
Tom, that ball was crushed. I mean, it went over the fence out there and the back wall. You know, the thing there, and it was, you're talking about, you couldn't hit that any more straightaway center field if you just had a tape measure. Wow. And what a nice, smooth, easy swing by Jimmy.
Listen to the crowd, those that remain. The payoff pitch. A swing and a ground ball toward first. Down the right field line. Into the corner. Here comes Cordero. Here comes Diaz. Here comes Lofton. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Cabrera 1 for 4, 2-run single. The pitch. Swung on, line drive, base hit to left. Lofton around third. He's going to score the game winner. McLemore's throw the slide. Not in time. The Indians with one of the most stunning comebacks in team history. Lofton being carried off the field. And now about to be mobbed is Holbert Cabrera. The Indians dead and buried. 12 in the 7th have completed the miracle. The next delivery swung on, hit high and deep to center. Revere on the run, looking up, it is gone! Can you believe it? A Hollywood script for Jim Tomey. Number 604, a bomb to dead center. We are tied at 4. Well, they are not going to sit down until they get a curtain call from number 25. And here he comes. Jim Tomey waves to the crowd. Bottom of the 10th, 8-7 Seattle in one of the wackiest games this ballpark has ever seen. Payoff pitch. The runners stay. Pitch hit high, hit deep to left. Bay goes back, track, wall, it is gone! Yan Gomes sets off another home plate mobbing. A game-winning 3-run homer to the bleachers in left. A third walk-off win in this series. Incredible games you will ever see. The Indians Indians have beaten the Mariners by a score of 10-8. And you may watch baseball another 30 years and never see one like this. Gomes on a 3-2 pitch hit a towering drive to left that just kept carrying. His second home run today, a game-winning 3-run homer, and the Indians have incredibly beaten the Seattle Mariners today 10-8 in a classic at Progressive Field. Cabrera the runner at second, Santana the runner at first. Nobody out, 11th inning, game tied at 8. Frazier's ready. The pitch. No, but the pitch swung on. Belted to deep left. It is gone. A walk-off 3-run home run for Ryan Rayburn. And a mobbing coming up at home plate. So much for a bunt. Ryan Rayburn with a line shot 3-run home run to the porch. The Indians' 7th walk-off win of the year. The Indians' 3rd walk-off win via the home run. Carlos Santana will bat left-handed leading off the bottom of the 10th. Game tied at 5. A swing and a drive. Deep right field. Away back. Goal. Santana with a line drive game-winning home run to right. The Indians with their 3rd walk-off win in this series. And this homestand, a more accurate description, their 2nd walk-off win against Chicago, their 3rd walk-off in the series, as they had one against Texas. And the Indians on the Santana home run to right have shocked the Chicago White Sox by a final score of 6-5. 2 down, runner on. Drive down 4-3. Over shift for Giambi. 3 infielders to the right side. The 1-1 pitch. A swing and a drive to deep right. Away back. Goal. Giambi has done it for the 2nd time off the White Sox. A walk-off game winner. A 2-out, 2-run blast to right. Mardi Gras in September in Cleveland. Boy, the Indians right now, they're in one of those funks. They can't get a big hit to save their life. The Indians today are 0 for 8 with men in scoring position. And in this series have gone 2 for 25 with men in scoring position. So the last hope for the Indians is Nick Swisher. 3 strikeouts and a flyout. He'll bat left-handed. Here it comes. A swing and a long drive. Deep right. This ball. Gone. A walk-off grand slam for Nick Swisher. He is about to get mobbed. The first grand slam of the year for the Indians. Oh, what a finish. Back with a high fastball, and Nick Swisher into the teeth of the wind slammed to right. And the Indians have their most improbable comeback win of the season. The Angels got two in the top of the 10th. Nick Swisher, one swing of the bat, gives the Indians an incredible 5-3 win. So Santana fouls out. One down in the ninth. Here's Jose Ramirez, 0 for 3. He'll bat left-handed. The pitch swung on, hit high and deep to right. Saunders, track, wall, leaps, and score! How about that? What more can Jose Ramirez do? We are tied at 2. And you should have seen the Indians' dugout as that ball nestled into the seats in right. Frankie Lindor looked like an Olympic hurdler. Naquin struck out as a pinch hitter in the 7th. This place is electric now. A swing and a drive to deep right. Saunders at the wall. It hits off the top of the wall. Naquin's around second. He's on his way to third. He'll try to score. Here's the throw. Not in time. Usain Naquin flying around the bases on a drive off the top of the wall in right. It ricocheted back toward the infield, and Coach Mike Sarbaugh never slowed him down. And the Indians have one of the most improbable endings in this ballpark. Ramirez with a solo homer to right to tie it. And Naquin just missed clearing the 9-foot wall in right. And then when it ricocheted back toward the infield, he set sail. And the Indians, for the second night in a row in walk-off fashion, have beaten the Toronto Blue Jays by a final score of 3-2. Folks, this is what it's all about. 1 out away from clinching the Central. And the Tigers' last hope is Cameron Maben. Into the wind, the 1-2 pitch. A swing and a miss. Ball game. And once again, Cleveland, you will have an October to remember. The Indians, for the 8th time, American League Central Division champs, their first division title in 9 years, and the mobbing goes on out at short. Kipnis is aboard with a 1-out walk here in the 6th. No score for Francisco Lindor, switch hitter batting left-handed. The pitch, Lindor with a high drive, deep right center. Pilar going back at the wall, it is gone! Francisco Lindor has his second postseason home run. And it's 2-0 Indians as Lindor literally skips to the Indians' third base dugout. Oh, did he put a charge into that one? And the last hope for the Toronto Blue Jays is Troy Tulowitzki. Again, a look at second. Now the 2-2. A swing and a pop-up. First base side foul ground playable. Perez, Santana makes the catch. Ball game. The Indians have won the American League pennant. And Cleveland, for the 6th time ever, you will have a World Series. Here's Rajay Davis. But again, because Chapman throws so hard, if you can square up a fastball, He'll provide the juice, and it'll jump out of here tonight. Swung on, line to deep left field. It is gone! You should see the celebration out of the Indians' third base dugout. Rajay Davis, a bullet, two-run homer down the left field line, clearing the 19-foot wall. We are tied at 6. Gonzalez, modest lead at first. The 2-2. Swung on, drilled, deep left field. Gordon back at the wall, leaps us off the wall, kicks back to left center. Gonzalez scores the tying run. Lindor, big turn. He'll stay at second. How about that? Frankie Lindor, down to his last strike. Rips an RBI double the opposite way, off the 19-foot wall and left. Eric Gonzalez scores the tying run from first. Ramirez the winning run at second. Encarnacion the runner at first. Still nobody out in a 2-2 game in the 10th. Bruce awaiting the 2-0 pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a drive to deep right, down the line, base hit, into the corner, around third, coming home Ramirez. It's a game winner for Jay Bruce. And history marches on. A mob scene in shallow center. Jay Bruce getting pummeled as he smoked one down the right field line. A game-winning single for Jay Bruce. And the Indians continue this improbable run. 22 consecutive wins. Francisco Lindor batting with the bases loaded, 2 down, 8-3 New York here in the 6th inning. Green sets, fires. A swing and a drive to deep right, away back, off the pole. Season. Yankees 8, Indians 7. The Indians and Yankees tied at 8. Bottom of the 13th inning. Right-hander against right-hander. His payoff pitch. Swung on, bang to third. Down the line it goes. Fair ball. Base hit into the corner. Here comes Jackson. The Indians win it. What an at-bat by Yan Gomes. And on the 10th pitch of the at-bat, he banged a single down the third baseline into the left field corner, scoring Jackson from second. And the Indians, in one of the most improbable comebacks in Indians playoff history, down 8-3 with 2 down in the 6th, rally against one of the best bullpens in the game, and they shocked the New York Yankees 9-8 in 13 innings and take a commanding 2-0 lead in the American League Division Series. Andres Jimenez got a wind-blowing home run to left center to start the inning. Ahmed Rosario singled. Then the White Sox had a couple of errors, and suddenly Cleveland's got them loaded. The pitch to Naylor, and he sends one high, deep to center. It is gone! Unbelievable! A grand slam for Josh Naylor. The 5th for Cleveland. We are tied at 8. Now it's up to Josh Naylor. In the 8th inning, he had an RBI double down the left field line. In the 9th inning, tied it with a grand slam just to the right of center. So Josh Naylor gets to try and do some damage again. The set, the pitch. Swung on and blasted into deep right field. This ball gone! How about that? Naylor with 8 RBIs in his last 3 at-bats. And Cleveland gets a 2-out, 3-run homer from Naylor. Look out, he's coming into the dugout like a bull in a china shop. Holy cow! Cleveland takes the lead 12-9 here in the 11th. 6-5 Twins. 2 out, 2-2 count, runner at third, bottom of the 10th. Here it comes. A swing and a fly ball, deep left field. Down the line it goes. Gordon in the corner. Gone! A walk-off, 2-run home run by Josh Naylor. Down the left field line. It's a game winner and a mob scene at home plate. And the Guardians have stunned the Twins again. 4 runs in the bottom of the 10th. And Cleveland has beaten Minnesota 7-6 in 10 innings. Unbelievable. Down to their last strike. And Naylor headbutting Tito, who had a batting helmet on. And Josh Naylor has broken about 15 different hands with his high five. The right-hander's pitch. A swing and a high fly, deep left center field. It is gone! Hello, New York! Oscar Gonzalez sends the Guardians to the division series. A mob scene at home plate. A towering solo homer to left center. Here it comes. A swing and a liner back up the middle, base hit into center. Here comes Kwan. Here comes Rosario. The Guardians win. He's done it again. Oscar Gonzalez. A 2-out, 2-strike, 2-run single to center. A mob scene in right. A 3-run 9th inning. And for the 13th time this year, Cleveland, trailing after 7 innings, has come from behind to win it. And by far, the most improbable and important win of the year. Here's Josh Naylor with 2 on, 2 out, 1-1 in the 8th. Now the 2-0 pitch. Swung out and blasted. High, deep to right. This is gone. Can you believe it? 3 games in a row, 3 home runs for Josh Naylor, all in the 8th inning. Wow. A 2-out, 3-run homer to right with winds gusting in. And Naylor is some kind of strong. And the Guardians have a 4-1 lead with 2 down in the 8th inning. That'll bring up Kyle Manzardo. The pitch. Swung on, hit high, hit deep to right, away, back, gone! How about that? A majestic 2-run bomb to right by Kyle Manzardo off Minnesota's best, Griffin Jacks. That was a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Manzardo did not miss. And Cleveland's got the lead for the first time tonight, 4-3. It's 3-2 Detroit. We're in the 7th inning. 2-out base hit to center by Stephen Kwan. Brings up the pinch hitter, David Fry. Swung on, hit a ton, deep left, green, back, track, wall, gone! David Fry! Off the bench, a 2-strike, 2-out, 2-run home run. And Cleveland's back on top for the 3rd time tonight, 4-3. And what a welcoming crew outside the first base dugout. Guardians coming out to mob David Fry. And Comerica Park as silent as St. John's Cathedral on a Sunday morning in downtown Cleveland. 5-3 Yankees. Runner at second, 2 down, 9th inning, and the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and hammered high, deep to left, away, out of here. Bedlam in Cleveland. John Kenzie Noel. A tape measure job to the bleachers in left. We are tied at 5. Oh, what a game! Cleveland down 2 games to none. 5-5 in the 10th. Holmes is ready. Here it comes. Swung on, hit high, hit deep to left. There she goes. How about that? A walk-off 2-run home run to the bleachers in left by David Fry. And the magical 2024 season is not done by any means. Cleveland with a 7-5 10th inning win. And David Fry, who saved the season in game 4 with a pinch hit 2-run home run late in the game off the Tigers, has won it here tonight with a 2-out, 2-strike, 2-run home run to left. Kyle Manzardo has lined out to the warning track in deep right center. Single to right, walk. Here it comes. And it's swung on, hit a ton, deep right field, ball game. A walk-off solo blast to right for Kyle Manzardo. And the Guardians walk off the Minnesota Twins 2